Hi guys! Cori and I are here today to bring you our February TBR list. We've each got 3 books that we intend to read in the next month. I've already started one of mine. I kind of feel like I'm cheating a bit. I feel like we both got a few good picks this month, so let's get straight into it.
So first up, I have Running with Lions by Julian Winters. This is a contemporary story about a boy named Sebastian Hughes who is the goalie on his soccer team. He's really bonded with his teammates and he really likes his coach, but one day his kind of estranged friend from childhood ends up coming back to town and getting onto the team. This sounds like a really wonderful LGBTQ+ contemporary and I cannot wait to read it. I think this year is going to be the year of sports fiction for me.
The first one on my list is John David Anderson's newest release, Finding Orion. This one comes out in May of this year. This is the story of Ryan Quirk, who has grown up sort of like idolizing his grandpa. He's a bit of a mysterious figure, but he's like a cool dude. He rides a motorcycle and he always brings weird presents. And he's very unlike his dad, who's kind of a clean-cut square. So Ryan's grandpa is kind of in and out of his family's life, but then they find out that he has actually passed away and they have to go on a family road trip to his funeral. And along the way sort of uncover some secrets about his grandpa and about his family and just learn about each other. The first John David Anderson book that I ever read was Granted, which we included in March of 2018 in our box. But he is a prolific middle grade writer and really like nails the contemporary middle grade feel, I think. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Next up, I have An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. This book got a ton of buzz in 2018, and when I found a copy at the thrift store, I knew I had to pick it up for myself. And it sounds like this is the love story of a couple named Celestial and Roy, and at the beginning of the book, Roy ends up being sentenced to 12 years in prison for a crime that Celestial thinks he probably didn't commit. It sounds like it is just the exploration of their love story while he is in prison as time passes. I'm just really interested to get into this one. I just read the synopsis for the first time and it sounds really enthralling.
Next up we have A Kind of Paradise by Amy Rebecca Tan. I believe this is her debut novel, and it is about a middle schooler named Jamie Bunn who something happened at the end of the school year and everybody knows about it and it was some kind of big mistake. I'm trying to keep it a secret and let it unveil because I actually don't know what this incident was. But something's happened, it's a big deal, and her punishment is that over the summer she has to volunteer at the local library, which she thinks just, you know, sounds like the ultimate punishment. But it sounds like as she gets to know the other people who work at the library and the people who are regulars at the library, it might not be quite as awful as she's anticipating it is.
And finally is a book that I am super excited for, and that is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I was lucky enough to get this arc and I cannot wait to dive into it. Samantha Shannon is one of my all-time favorite authors. She wrote the Bone Season series, which I am just in love with, and this is a standalone high fantasy novel with ladies and dragons. I don't want to know too much going in. I prefer my fantasy to go in blind. This is a chunky, over 800-page book, and I am just so excited to get immersed in this one.
And the last one on my list, which, full disclosure, I have already started, and I might finish reading it before February even begins because I'm having trouble putting it down, is Sadie by Courtney Summers. I confirmed with Cori that this is a YA novel, which is not usually what I gravitate towards, but holy cow, I cannot put it down. It is a revenge story, basically, and what's kind of cool about it is it's alternating chapters between Sadie's point of view and like the manuscript of a podcast that's being produced by sort of like an NPR type show, kind of like Serial or something like that, that they're trying to find Sadie and figure out this story behind it. It's really neat. It's kind of unlike anything I've ever read before, and I'm really looking forward to finishing it and find out what the heck is going on with everything. I will just say, trigger warning about some stuff. There is some abuse and violence in this, so if that is something you do not want to read about, fair warning, it is contained in here. But yeah, if you're looking for a really interesting new approach to a thriller, this is it.
Alright, so those are just a few of the books we are hoping to read in the month of February. February is a short month, so let's see how much we can get through this time. Let us know any books that you are excited to read in the month of February. There are a ton of really great books coming out this month. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more. Happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. Bye!